What's up, guys and gals, and welcome back to the Nerd Castle. My name is Splat. Happy to have you here today as we hang out for a little while and continue playing They Are Billions. We got a lot of good stuff going on right now. This playthrough is looking good. I don't know exactly what I want to run with all of it, but like we've cleared out a lot of the map. We've taken care of a ton of the threats, and I think we should be able to do something solid here if we don't get map blocked on this side. That's the only thing that I'm worried about, is getting map blocked right here and not being able to go to the edge of the map. So what I'm going to try and do... Oh, the power plant is done. Good. Did I put a power plant down? I must have, because I've got 247 power. I must have put down a power plant somewhere. Alright, that's fine. Power plant is down. Yep, there it is. Okay. Got the power plant down on that side. All of our defenses are looking very much nice and concurrent. And we still have a really good surplus, regardless of the fact that we're putting down things that cost money. So power plants cost a lot of money. Putting down in a little bit, actually defenses cost about 25 a pop. I think we're going to have to deal with a few other things along the way. But for right now, what research am I working on right now? I'm working on the oil platform. Okay, sounds like it'll work. I would prefer, though, just to wait until this gets done. I'm going to try and keep us nice and high and tight when it comes to clearing out the enemies down here. So the oil plant is ready to go. Oil platform is ready to ride. Instead of the oil platform, the next thing that I would like to see in our big old setup is executors. That's an okay choice for right now. Engineering, that's a pretty good choice. I don't think there is like a right choice right now. I think there's solid choices. But I'm going to go with the engineering center. We're going to get that all nice and strapped down in. It's going to be a really smart idea for us to think about getting another warehouse in as well. I think we've only got the one. What's our max storage right now? Yeah, 4,000. So it'll probably help to have like one or two more as well. You guys come back over here and make sure that that stays up. Yup. And now all I want to do is build that wall. I'm going to hold it and you will never fall. Cause all I wanna do is hold a wall until the sun comes up over Santa Monica Boulevard. See, that's how you know I'm old right there. Those references, though. Yep, you shoot that guy. You guys go over there and get the stone so we can finish this off. I think I'm gonna need another bullshit pylon, like, down this way. I don't think I have much of a choice there, so I guess I'll put one right there. I don't really want one right there, but I'll make it work. If we really wanted to be careful about getting ourselves into trouble near the edge of the map, what we would instead do is maybe curve it right here, the wall. But I'm going to take a chance on it and see if we can actually get it down to where I want it to go. Since we have the extra resources, I'm going to double up the wall right there while we wait, because we are generating like 24 stone every single tick. Another good idea would be to drop a mine right there to get 5 more stone. Keep us nice and future-proofed. It's very easy to get behind on your resources when you're just kind of like building stuff. And if you're building power plants frequently, what will happen a lot of the time is that you'll actually eat up all your resources on accident through upkeep without meaning to or without like wanting it to happen. It'll just sort of happen, and it's a bottleneck I've gotten myself into 2 or 3 times, so I try to be wary of it now. I'm trying to become a better player. It's hard, though. Like, this is not a genre that I really play. It's not a genre that I'm good at. It's not a genre that I've played probably in a good 10 years. And so I'm trying my best, but, you know, progress is slow. I'm not a fast learner. I'm not the kind of person... Ooh, it will let me get it down to there. Okay, so I'm going to have it slightly out of alignment, like so. And then we're going to have it swap right there. And then we're going to have kind of a weird thick spot right there. But that's cool. That's looking great. Oh, man. Is he going to make it? Is he okay? Yeah, you hold that line right there. I'm going to bring all of the scouts down this way. And the moment that I have this stuff up and running right here, we're going to wall that off too. And that should keep us safe for a little while. I should think I only need like 2 more pylons, so like one right there, and maybe one a little bit further down. We've got a really good resource grab going at the moment, and that is like a fundamental part of this game that you've just got to get used to, is that you're going to have to land grab a lot. Hopefully that thing isn't after, yeah, I was going to say, hopefully he's not after my soldier, because he's a little wounded right now. I've got soldiers up there. We are going to want to defend this pretty soon. Let's have a look at what is available. So we've got lots of food. We've got houses that can be upgraded. I'm going to need wall materials, though, so I'm probably going to hold back on that for right now. Our gold surplus is perfectly fine. I'd like to have a little bit more, but for where we're at in the game on day 48, I don't think we're too caught up. A few more zombies down on that side. Just let them farm for a minute. I need that to go down is what I really need. I got no defenses right there. I got 2 right there. I'm just double checking on my walls. I don't trust my work as a player. I never, ever, ever... Well, I try to give things a second look a lot of the time just in case, because I've been killed enough by dumb stuff in this game without meaning to. You know what? I'm just going to wall this off right here. I'm not going to push too hard. I'm going to go something like that just to conserve the stone resources. Let's get a wall in. Yeah, there you go. Fall back behind the wall now, and that should be good enough. The next thing we're going to want to look into, because we have plenty of space in order to do the stuff that I want to do, the next thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to drop some towers up inside of here. Just so the various walls, I'm probably not going to expand out too much further. I think this should be all the area we need in order to have like a really good endgame base. And instead, if I can keep money flowing, we'll just start working on making these walls a lot stronger. So like a second layer of defenses behind each one. We'll try to hold right here if I have to. I'll try to take this area to grab new stone and new iron. But for the moment, I don't think we're suffering that badly on the gathering front. Like, I think we can make this work. I might knock that out in a little bit. The one thing I am worried about is food. But even so, I think food will hold over here. I do indeed think it will. Getting our stone supply up to like a ludicrous level is going to be the next part. Since they nerfed Titans, I'm probably not going to go after that as aggressively as I used to. We're in a solid spot to have Titans by day 55 if we want them. But they nerfed Titans, and they made it so Titans have an oil upkeep now. And so I just don't think we need them anymore. I think if I just focus on having really hardcore defenses, like defenses that just won't quit, I think we'll have a much better chance of pulling through this. So there's a few more ballistas. That should be more than enough to handle like day 50 rushes or anything like that. You guys pull back off of this wall right here. I'm going to continue spending money. And I'll probably put one like right here if I can, or I'll probably drop one like right there if I can too. This is a structural weak point in our defenses. Any place where I can't get like 2 or 3 defenses is going to be a problem. The other big question you got to ask yourself is whether or not it's worth it for us to bulldoze the inner defenses now. By the time the outer defenses go down, I've never found that a regroup and a hold is available, but the final objective in the game is simply to hold the town center. So if you can kill the last zombie without losing your town center, it stands to be reasoned that having an inner wall that's defended might work out okay. It's never worked out okay for me, but maybe it will at one point, and I'll come around on it. I love the fact that they've added a targeting circle to the ballistas. That's a really big deal. That's something that I've been rallying for personally as a player, and I think that's a great addition. These are going to cost us some money. We're down to 1029. That is going to take us down to sub 1,000. That should be all right, though, because I have extra gold right there. What we'll do is we'll grab this gold, and we'll use this. There we are, to upgrade houses. And so I need more workers, and our bank and our market are already situated over here. So let's go ahead and get those running. That cost us almost 100 power to upgrade 10 houses. Keep that in mind. You're going to want to constantly be grabbing new resources and new areas, because the more power plants you build, the more trouble you're going to get into. Since that's the last of our food, I'm going to recommend we start our farming buildings down here. Trying to get some food rolling. That's a 38 food right there. I don't think it's quite as worth it as it could be, but we can get a 60 in right there, I thought. Yeah, there's a 60. That looks good to me. The houses have all been upgraded. That got our surplus back up to 1,200 gold. We're going to want this number to be like over 2,000 at one point or another. Once we start getting executors in, upgrading all of these to executors is probably going to drop us from like a 2,500 tick to like a 1,500 or 1,000 tick once we start getting that going. I would also recommend that we start dropping in more quarries so that we can get some iron. Iron never seems like it's that big of a deal until it becomes a big deal. And then you're going to be sitting there like, damn, I didn't think this was a big deal, though. like rubbing your head and looking all dumb. I am a frequent visitor to those lands, the lands of rubbing my head and looking dumb. And so just keep that in mind as you go forward. I outsmart myself. Or I guess I undersmart? I don't know what word I would use right there. Yeah, that is a lot of zombies. And while I would love to drop another turret over here, the stone field makes that very difficult. It might be worth it to wall over to there and then put another one on that side, just so if they come from the north, we'll have 2 turrets firing. I am worried about this spot. I don't think it's going to work out very well. It's an odd choke point. It's a weird spot, and I'm not sure how I feel about it. I think I feel some kind of way about it, but I can't tell you what that way is. Looks like they're coming in from right there, too. Man, they got plans for us. They got plans for us. Now that we've got the defenses up and running, and we don't need to worry about that anymore, our final goal is going to be to clear the map as much as possible. We want to kill off all these zombies because, as I've said in frequent playthroughs, as I've said in previous playthroughs, all the zombies rush you at the end. And so it is in your best interest. Whoa. I may need to scoot that back. She jumped the fence and she hit the pylon. Like she stood on top of the fence and hit the pylon. Ooh. That's not good. Can I put in another pylon? So there's one right there, and there's one right there. I'm gonna bulldoze that one and put this one in, and hopefully that'll be in the proper spot right there. Let's work on. We're not spending our iron on anything, so blades traps sound okay to me. We have lots of food going around, and so I think it's time for us to get back over to our soldier center, which I don't even recall where I built it at this point. There it is. And snipers are actually what a lot of people are saying they're swapping out for nowadays in their larger strategy. So we'll start building some snipers, trying to get them up to guardian tier, make them kind of badass. I think we have enough forces down here to hold this back. I mean, the only important part when you're clearing is that you have a fallback point that's fortified, so that if the zombies start to overrun you while you're out here, you can fall back to ballistas and they'll give you the cover that you need. The point of the snipers is to bring them down here with the clear team, let them start gathering some XP so that later they can hold a wall a little bit better. Looks like we have a fight coming in from the north. That's a little scary, because we got to decide what we want to defend. Oh, those can take 2 ballista shots now. They used to take 1. That sucks. Okay. Well, if they're coming in from the north, I need everybody to go around. I don't know if I cleared this way yet. But do what you got to do on that side. Oh, goody. We've got some lag happening. I had to restart my game. Man, things this game makes me do. Fight your way through over here. And we'll do what we can on this side. It may not be ridiculously important for right now. But if I can sneak them through to this side, it'll make us a little bit more resilient on this wall. And we need that badly. I should probably build a gate right here. Or actually, I'm just going to knock this wall out entirely so that we have free flow through our base. I want to be able to move through my own stuff without getting into trouble over here. We've got our wire fence trap, so we've got barbed wire now, which is great. You guys pile up in that corner, because I can almost guarantee you that's where they're going to hit from. Actually, I could put them in hold mode right here and then fall them back inside the wall once the enemy starts getting too close. The first wave shouldn't be bad. I mean, there's our first little guy right there, and he's got a limp. What is there to worry about? He's just a little dude with a limp. This will also draw some of them off the wall and down towards here. There we go. Put them on hold mode, and we will fight for our right to zombie. But yeah, most of our walls are pretty well defended right now. I'm not that concerned about invasions. I have my doubt they'll even get through like one wall, except for maybe that ancillary one right there. Look at these dudes walking around out here like they just don't care. What a bunch of badasses. So you gotta tempt fate a little bit. You gotta tempt fate a little bit. It's the gangster way to take care of your business. It's the gangster way to take care of your business. We got a bunch of zombies and resources down there, but I don't know if I want to rush them just yet. Let's push this way and see what the game has in store for us. I just want to make sure I'm clearing non-stop in between waves. Now, we've got our defenses up and running. We shouldn't have any major problems right there. We're maxed out on resources, so obviously we want to start building stuff. We want to start building stuff and things. Let's go ahead and get some more houses built. That's going to drop our cash back down for a minute. And with regards to our soldiers, snipers are done right there. Keep building more snipers. I don't know what their upkeep looks like, but screw it. I don't really care. You guys come up to here. I don't like the way when you put them on push mode, sometimes some of them click off of it and they stop pushing. What we're going to do with the snipers, though, is you got to be very careful with the snipers. I wanted my snipers to attack whatever is highest level. Always swap your snipers over because they start by default on whatever is closest. You don't want that for snipers. If they are close to a sniper, you have messed up with your micro, and that's that. And so set them to attack whatever's highest level so that they can kill that off before it even gets close. In addition, we're going to want our snipers near the front of this little vanguard over here. Yeah, we are a map clearing machine right now. Soldier unit has made veteran. Fantastic. The more veteran soldiers I have, the better this whole situation looks for me. Let's go ahead and get them added onto our 1 key for clearing. I don't even know if most of them are get to fire a shot, but I assume over time they'll get stuff done. They'll be aiming for like the ones in the suits and the things that are around. And so that should help out for a little bit. My guess is that we're going to want to make a big old blob stack of snipers. People were saying that that's the next best way to go about your business now that they've nerfed a lot of the mechanical units. We have an engineering center right here. We have the ability to produce that. It's going to cost us 50 energy. But before I get myself into trouble building things that I don't even need, I'm going to get that dropped. While we wait for more energy, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to line up some more mills. And so I'm actually not going to do it right there. I'll do it along this front since there's nothing else going on in this area anyways. There we go. And we don't have the resources for that building, but that's cool. We're about to get like 150 power out for only like 30 upkeep, and that's a great little exchange that I don't think anybody is in a position to complain about. I am amazed that they are holding right now. That horde right there is like a Titan-worthy horde, and they are just pushing their way through it like they don't give a damn. These dudes are getting shots off. In fact, they're getting shots off pretty frequently. Do snipers level faster now? I think they might have gotten a buff. The last time I played with snipers, it took forever for them to go elite. And now they're going elite almost instantaneously. It might be possible due to the fact that we have a lot of special infected coming up on us, but not bad, gentlemen. Not bad, gentlemen and ladies. A very nice. You guys shoot him. You guys fall back ever so slightly. There you go. That's the other part that's nice about having snipers, is that when shitties show up, you should be able to snipe them out. Let's fall back for a minute so we get a little bit of clearance. You guys fire at him. That might not have worked out. Well, they've got HP, though. They're kind of buff. They've been going to arm day, so maybe they'll be all right. You guys just keep shooting. The faster you can get to elite snipers, the better, because it like doubles their fire speed. And snipers do enough damage to basically one-shot most things in the game. I mean, they've got 150 HP. They do 100 damage a shot. These right here have like 50 HP. Do we have any of the ones in the black suits around? I was going to look and see what their HP looked like, but they should have more than enough attack power to kill a lot of stuff in this game. They're a pretty badass unit. The only reason I didn't use them is because the Titans were more useful. They were the Titans, mighty, mighty Titans. All right, so a 2 stone mine right there is tempting, but I don't think it's going to work out. Instead, let's go for a 4 iron mine right there, and we'll go for the 2 and the 1 right there. I think I'm probably going to have to build another power plant at some point in this playthrough, and I just want to make sure that I've got things lined up for when that inevitability happens. Our upgrades are going. Our cash money is looking great. We should be able to make some pretty badass mechanized units before too long, which, how much do they have? They have 80, so yeah, they can one-shot about everything as snipers. They turn green, though. Everybody else in the game turns gold when they level up. These guys turn green. They get kind of like a teal thing going on. I like that, though. That was the color that I always used to pick when I played Command & Conquer Red Alert. When you were doing skirmishes or you're playing like online or you're playing on your LAN or whatever, I would always go with the teal version of the units because I like them the best. I like them the best. You guys fire at him. Everybody fall back. You guys fire at him, please. If you ain't firing at him, you're doing it wrong. I'm trying to keep as many of these units alive for as long as possible. but they are going to start hitting us with a lot of special infected as we go forward, because the map's going to start to get desperate. The map is going to start to get desperate. It can sense the inevitable outcome here. It knows that they are all destined for doom and for death. That's the wrong thing. That music still gets me hyped AF. Like, when I was a little kid, that was the coolest music that a video game ever had. Like, if I hear the Doom music to this day, I feel like a 6-year-old with a minigun. And I don't know how many of you have kids out there, but I don't think you want 6-year-olds with miniguns. You know how hyped a 6-year-old with a minigun could possibly get. It's probably not good. That's going to be expensive as hell. So when you set up oil derricks, be aware of the fact that you should probably shut them down if they're not actively generating oil for you. But oil resources are going to be important in the future, so considering we are in a persistent state of expansion right now, I'm going to take the upkeep hit. I think each one of these costs like 200. So, it's bad. It's definitely not good. Could be worse. Keep upgrading houses, though, so that when that happens, at least it won't hurt quite as badly. From there, the only thing we really got to worry about at this point is getting our defenses a lot more set up, rigged, ready to go. Once we've got executors all nice and researched, that shouldn't be a problem. We need another warehouse. That's going to be the next thing that I would look into, is the acquisition of yet another warehouse. Did my power plants get done right here? God, we burned through that power with a quickness, didn't we? We went through that rapidly. Alright, so let's start looking for other places that I can sneak in generators. I don't want one right there because I'm going to be building houses. Ooh, we could fit in a gold mine right there, though, if I got rid of... I could put a gold mine right there. That'd be worth a little bit of money. I don't see... There's a slot right there. Basically, I want to fill in every gap with power stations that I can. Anywhere there's a little tiny hole over here, we want to slide that in. And then I need more food. So that's another thing to consider, is if we've got fishermen's lodges around here. We'll lose 2 food by putting that right there, but we'll gain 11, so I think that's worth it. We also want to go with... Wait, those are hunting lodges? I don't want hunting lodges. Sorry, I wanted fishermen's lodges. That was a mistake. Splatty's bad at the game, doop-a-doodle-doo. Yeah. If you've got the extra space, you should always check along the edges of these forests, too. There's been a number of times for me where I've been able to fit, like, 2 fishing lodges inside of little pieces of land that aren't accessible by anything, but you can still do it to make a little bit. We got 18 right there. We got 19 right there. Looks good to me. They are not really making progress over here, are they? Ah, because there's a city. That does explain it. A soldier is now made veteran after killing that fat unit right there. One of them big old bumble zombies. It's like a bumblebee, but a zombie. That's what I'm hoping they add. We're playing that Empires of the Undergrowth game right now on the channel. I'm really hoping that they add like some level where you get to fight with bees. The 2 hives versus each other. Ants versus bees. The great struggle. Yeah, so that cost us... Actually, it cost us less than I thought it was going to, so I feel like I came out ahead right there. I was expecting the worst, and it came out pretty well. It's going to cost us 8 food to get that done. But if we can get all these houses upgraded, it'll be alright. We should be able to get an influx of stuff from over here, too. That got our power back up to a level where I think we should be able to upgrade the rest of our houses without having to bang our heads against a wall too hard. I will continue to upgrade the remainder of my houses, and in fact, they are almost all done. I have never upgraded like 90 houses this rapidly. We did a great job right there. Fantastic. Congratulations, Nerd Castle. I think we might have a future. It's day 54. We're making a pretty good pull at clearing out the map. We've got extra bonus stuff laying around like everywhere. Hey, there's our elite sniper right there. So as you can tell, his attack speed is almost 1.0 now, which is basically the attack speed of an unmodified soldier. So bop, 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 about that speed right there. And if you can get snipers up to that level, and you can get them en masse, and they're all firing at that 1-second rate, they do kick a lot of asses. We want these snipers up here so that they can capitalize on the fact that we're clearing out buildings. This is a great place for them to farm out some XP and get themselves situated in combat. I'm going to continue to have them push, and I think we're out of time for the day. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me for an episode of They Are Billions. It's been a blast hanging out playing the game with all of you, and pretty much brought my channel back to life. I appreciate the stop-in, and I appreciate you guys, you know, you don't have a lot of time in your day, and the fact that you decided to submit it here is a big deal to me, so thank you. If you wanted to check out ways to support the channel, you can do that through the Patreon. Easiest way to do it, though, is just to hit that like button, which increases the channel's visibility all throughout YouTube. Aside from that, you can also check out my live stream, twitch.tv/SplatterCatGaming, where I go live every single day and play a lot of the stuff that I have here on the channel, in case you were wondering about that. And so I will see you all later. How you do, everybody?